you're like me, you've come to realize that everyone you know is essentially magnetically stuck to a giant marble that's eternally rolling around a super boring NASCAR racetrack where every lap takes an entire year. Your life has no purpose. Any given person might find purpose in life due to religion or various life goals, but I think we can all agree we don't all agree on one singular purpose in life. For someone, it might be starting a business selling life-size dinosaur pillows that are perfectly to scale. For someone else, it might just be eating Starburst jelly beans and watching Queer Eye with my cat every night. Just off the top of my head. Regardless of what you think the purpose of life is, you're wrong. Just kidding. No, but even if you think there's no purpose to life, you're still wrong. Because you can make one right now. Seriously, I'm gonna show you how to give your life purpose. All you need is some yarn, a hot glue gun, and a banana. Kidding aside, this video is about finding some small part of your life to get happy about. Maybe you're feeling a little bored with life, or just unsure about what to do in any given moment that you aren't working. Or maybe you're already happy, great. Either way, there's always room for some small daily activity that gives you joy. You might know them. We call them, drumroll please, not a drum roll, but okay. Hobbies. You can never have too many hobbies, that's what I say. Or at least you can never try too many hobbies. You might be thinking, your solution to finding meaning in the universe is hobbies? It's not so much that. It's A, giving you something to do that's constructive and productive. 2, something fun to think about when you're doing something else, namely work. And triangle, something to look forward to at any given moment. There are thousands of hobbies out there that you probably haven't even considered. So how do you find a hobby that's right for you? Here are a few easy steps. And here's my list for tips on how to find hobbies. Number 1 is obvious. Start with something you're interested in. Some weird obsession. Like me, I always liked marble. So I started collecting them, photographing them, making music using their nicknames as song titles, and we're on our way. See? Easy. Maybe you've always had a weird interest in bird feeders. I don't know. Maybe you should search the web for cool bird feeders, see what other people are doing with them. Maybe you want to collect bird feeders or paint them or design really artistic ones. Does that sound boring? Then find something else. You know what you like. And if you don't, if you like nothing at all, you may need to reevaluate your existence and see if you're an android. One clue might be like, has your doctor ever said, wow, your blood pressure is so low that you don't have one. You don't have blood or skin. Then you might be an android. No, but for real, if you can't think of something you're interested in or you're obsessed with, maybe you go on like Reddit or Pinterest or something and just scroll until you find something that catches your eye and makes you go, whoa! Like cool scrapbooks or pictures of echidnas. Maybe you should make a bunch of scrapbooks for your family for Christmas gifts, or learn every cool fact about echidnas that there is. For example, echidnas actually lay eggs. Everyone thinks platypus is the only mammal that lays eggs. Not true. Echidnas do too. Or maybe you're just already a fan of some art that somebody else has made. Ta-da! You have now entered the world of fandoms. And that's one of the easiest hobbies you can have. Just be a fan. Join online fan groups, buy merch, go nuts. As long as it isn't anime. Anime isn't a hobby, it's a disease. I'm totally kidding. Anime is awesome. Go nuts. Actually, I think that's the name of a Dragon Ball Z character. Goku, Gohan, go nuts. And that brings me to number 2. No matter what your hobby is, you should find other people who do that thing. Talk to them, join forums, meet them in person. Tip number 3, if your hobby shouldn't be about anything except for just enjoying it. It doesn't have to be artistic or constructive or involve anybody else. As long as it's fun and it gives your brain something exciting to think about, you're jamming some purpose up in your life. That's right, I like to inject purpose into my life in the form of a suppository. Feels meaningful. Tip number 4, don't worry if you're bad at your hobby. Start simple with something you know you can do without getting frustrated. Like when I started painting this year, I knew I wouldn't be able to do anything realistic, so I don't even worry about it. I just do these 2D flat psychedelic things, and that's good enough for me. And if you do get awesome at your hobby, then great, but that's just a happy side effect. Tip number 5, share your hobby with the world. That's one good thing about the internet, is it allows everybody who has anything to show everyone. I mean, it gives something you're doing, like an end goal, even if nobody really cares. At least there's somewhere to put it. I mean, you should probably start with sharing it with your friends and family if you want. They typically cheer you on, even if they know that it's a little bit bad. And that's kind of how you get people who aren't very self-aware, who think they're really good at something but they're not. So take your family's encouragement with a grain of salt and another suppository. And finally, number 6, find a niche. Maybe try doing something crazy that nobody's ever done before. And the sheer originality of what you're doing will give you meaning. Watch, I'll invent a new hobby right now. I now make fake plastic flower crowns. Buy them on my Etsy. $200 each for a print of a photo of the crown. There's only one. And it's not even this one, this is just the prototype. I'll make the real one later after I watch an episode of Queer Eye and eat some jelly beans. That's it for this episode of The Red Show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, if you don't have a purpose, you gotta pull it in your nose and take it out of yourself. And then you'll know that your soul has every bit as many atoms as your ears.